This video is sponsored by Cake Wallet, the easiest open source wallet to store Bitcoin, Monero, and Litecoin securely on mobile and desktop devices. When buying, selling, and exchanging crypto or trading for gift cards, Cake Wallet ensures privacy and security, giving you the keys to your coins. Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to the Daily Zest. I'm your host, Randi Hipper, here today on a lovely Thursday to talk about Bitcoin, crypto, and everything in between. It is so nice to see every single one of you guys, and if you are here, you're ready for the Zest, you're ready for the education. Make sure you smash these likes, subscribe to the channel, and share the stream out with friends so more people know what's going on. Also, I encourage you guys, as you guys say good morning to me, to check out our three amazing sponsors for the show: Cake Wallet, Market Cipher. Links are in the live chat as well as the description. Use code ZESTY for 20% off a Market Cipher. And then for Crypto Savings Expert, one, you guys could sign up for free. They do give you a lot of stuff for free on the Crypto Savings Expert website. But if once you sign up, you feel like I need more zest, I need more education, then you're going to use code ZESTY for 15% off your first month or 15% off your first year. So be aware that there is a free version of Crypto Savings Expert. So if you guys want to try it out, feel some zest, feel the vibes of it, you definitely can. So just wanted to throw that out there today. I want to say good morning to everybody across the boards, across the socials. Nice to see everybody living my best version. Thank you for the roses. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. Again, make sure you guys smash the like, subscribe, share this video out with friends. We do have a goal of 150 likes, 150 live viewers, as we are looking at the subscriber count, where we just hit 15,770. So shout out to you guys. Let's get at least 10 more this episode. Let's get 15,780 subscribers. That is our goal for today, so we're going to pamp it. Pump it up. You got to pump it up. We love a pamp, and especially when we have 34 days until the Bitcoin halving, guys. So some really big things going on here. Let's say good morning to everybody. Let's say good morning, good morning, good morning. Oh, David. Hello, David. Thank you. Was this you for the heart me? Yep. Thank you. DJ, nice to see you. Thank you for following and joining the live this morning. Oh, David, thank you for the Crown Colorado Gem Shop with the roses. Oh, you guys on TikTok are spoiling me this morning. Spoiling me. We have Gary Littlemore both on TikTok, not X, TikTok and YouTube. We have Randy, nice to see you. Mike Volmer, Alexandra G. Love Alexandra G. We have Mark Smithson, Black Hat Team, Mike Volmer, nice to see you. We have Ray K, S-Dog, All Track, good morning. Joe Harvey, good morning. Garfield Allen, nice to see you. We have Donato, Lil Stanky, Otto, good morning. David Bowles, good morning. Clate the Great, good morning to you. Crimson. Lazarus, what's up? Smokey, it's Smokey in here. Squeaky McGee, good morning. We have Jared Taylor in the chat. Andy S, hope you're doing better, my friend. Who else we have out here? We have, Bemersky from X, nice to see you. We have Daddy-O, Misco, Paul Kelly Music, John Germain, Rob C, nice to see everybody here. Jay Beasy, Crypto Bells Cardano over there on X, good morning. Peace and profits to you too. Financial Failure, good morning. Helix said, I'm live on TikTok, ? Views on the new bill. Honestly, I have a lot of mixed feelings about that. Oh, thank you for subscribing, Bells. I have a lot of mixed feelings on that because I don't think the people that are behind TikTok are good people, and the data that they collected is very bad, but the data is already collected. And I do find some information on TikTok that you wouldn't find on Instagram or X, considering there is some censorship, including YouTube as well. So I think it's another outlet to find information, but it's very skewed information when you're not gonna find anything negative about TikTok on TikTok, whereas you will only see pro TikTok kind of narratives spinning around so that they could get some zest, you could say, within the community in the United States. So I have a lot of mixed reviews on TikTok. I get censored all the time on there. I get censored on YouTube. I get censored everywhere, but it is what it is. And this is the battle that we're facing with social media. And I'm hoping that we could continue getting zesty on social media and find a decentralized alternative to all of it, because we need to be able to have free speech and be able to not have discriminatory stuff in the algorithm on any platform. So yeah. Incognito, nice to see you. Johnny Jackie, what up? What wallets was I telling you about the other day? Cake Wallet, Trust I was talking about. I was talking about Cool Wallet, Ballet, a ton of them. All right, Bionic, nice to see you. Rob got it. Hello, Zarkov, Daddy-O. Nice to see everyone. Crypto Farmer, Chris Hanley, MetaMask, nice to see you guys. Yukio over there on X, nice to see you. All right, guys, we're going to keep getting after it. All right, I think I said good morning to everybody. I think I did. And I'm going to say I did. And I hope you guys have some membershippery. I hope you guys have some emojis because Bitcoin, it needs your love. Give her a rocket emoji in the chat. Bitcoin needs love this morning. We did actually hit a new high, so I'm going to get that official number right here. We did hit a new high this morning as Bitcoin kind of bounces and hits these highs and then dips down. You can see here on the chart where obviously we got to check in on little Bitcoins here. We closed the day in the green yesterday. That was our highest daily candle close. But today, we are taking back a little bit. We opened at 73.1, went up to 73.8. That was our new all-time high, $73,835.57. And upon that Zest being hit, the all-time high, we did retrace off of it. So we'll see what happens. We're going to watch Bitcoin, obviously, throughout the show. We have the tickers. You guys are in the chat to, like, yell at me if I'm missing anything. So we'll get after it, and we'll just get zesty. But most importantly, we need to get into the news, guys, because the news is very, very important, as you guys are. Hold on. Why don't you like and subscribe and share this video? Oh, I love this show so much. I'm always so excited for it. Cool wallet, I would say. Cool or ballet. But again, it's just my opinion, or just like something I'd suggest as another option. It's not saying like where or what to do with your crypto though. All right, so let's get into the news. First of all, we're going to talk about the rally and how Bitcoin has been doing so well that people are shook, and especially the institutions where they're talking about the market cap of the total crypto space. And we know the current market cap is around $2.6 trillion right now. And according to Bernstein, however they pronounce it, they're going to say that maybe the crypto total market cap could triple to at least 7.5 trillion by 2025. And also that platforms like Robinhood would be benefiting a lot from the quote unquote monster crypto cycle that's approaching here. So Bernstein initiated coverage of the trading platform Robinhood with an outperform rating and price target of $30, citing a monster crypto cycle as the reason for the bullish call. They said, we expect a total crypto market cap to reach $7.5 trillion by 2025 versus the $2.6 trillion today. And that means Robinhood crypto revenue could indeed ninefold. That's what the company said as their stock has been going up. They said, we believe the crypto market is amidst unprecedented institutional adoption, talking about spot Bitcoin ETFs and saying that the assets under management could be about $300 billion by 2025. And they expect an Ethereum ETF within the next 12 months. We know we're going to see a lot of FUD leading up to that ETH ETF. Is it going to get approved? I would say most likely, unless there's like some huge crazy debate that goes on, and I don't think it's going to be easy. I think there's going to be a lot of fun leading up to it. But if you look at what Gary Gensler himself said back in the day multiple times, that Bitcoin, Litecoin, and ETH are the three, and Bitcoin cashing included for whatever reason. But it is what it is if it's regulatory clarity, and that they're all commodities. So this whole like thing that they're doing now is absolutely theater, especially when with this other institution, Prometheum, that wants to give crypto access to other people. But the whole exception to that is that they don't want everyone to buy one. And two, the only assets they're going to have on their platform are ones that they consider securities. And they want to list Ethereum, which it's going to mess up everything, considering there are futures being traded with ETH and a bunch of other things, especially Gary Gensler's own opinions from back in the day, which he refuses to uphold a lot of the time until he's forced to uphold them. And that goes back to the theater. There's a lot of breaking news in the crypto space today. I gotta talk about it because first, I want people to come in here first. So I'm gonna wait, I'm gonna do a story or two, and then we're gonna get into the breaking news of today. First, we do have Peter Schiff. And Peter Schiff, man, if you look at Peter Schiff, let's go to his Twitter actually. I'm gonna pull that up. Peter Schiff. Let's find this dude. Okay, so Peter Schiff. You look at Peter Schiff. Take a look at his platform. You know, he always talked about Bitcoin is the worst. Bitcoin's never gonna make it. Ba ba ba. But then he always had this on his website, which I pointed out multiple times, and I don't know why no one calls him out on it, but he claims he wasn't buying Bitcoin. Within this article today, he says he wishes he bought Bitcoin back in 2010. He said in the past that Bitcoin was Tulip Mania 2.0. He said, do I wish I had made the decision to have thrown 10, 50, 100 grand into it? While he was talking to Raoul Paul. And he said, sure, I may be worth hundreds of millions assuming I didn't sell, but again, I don't know what I would have done had I made that decision. Obviously, he says, I would have bought it just betting on other people being dumb enough to buy it and pay a higher price. And he said that likening a successful Bitcoin investment to a gamble rather than a genius move. So still, he's not giving Bitcoin all the zest it deserves. However, who's to say he actually doesn't own it? Because if you go to shiftgold.com, which is the same link that's within his Twitter bio right there, you scroll down, scroll. Oh, pay with cryptocurrency at the bottom. So obviously, he does accept cryptocurrency. He's not saying exactly what, but oh yes, he does. Bitcoin Cash, or Ethereum. So out of all things, Peter Schiff has been accepting Bitcoin Cash, or Ethereum. Yet, he says that people are basically gambling, buying Bitcoin, and they made money by chance. Come on, Peter Schiff. How much Bitcoin do you really own while you've been fudding it for years? And honestly, I think a lot of his tweets are jokes a lot of the time because I feel like he just likes the engagement and everything that happens around his words when he talks bearishly about Bitcoin, when he's been getting paid in Bitcoin Cash, and Ethereum for gosh knows how long. So a little bit of hypocrisy there. But you see, the people that are fighting us are now joining us. But there are people that have been here, been buying Bitcoin, the highs, the lows, and the in-between, like Michael Saylor, who has been having convertible senior notes for MicroStrategy. He announced a few or a handful of millions of dollars the other day that he was going to convert, and it seems as though he's not done, where he announced a proposed private offering of $500 million in convertible senior notes for MicroStrategy. And, of course, he's going to keep buying Bitcoin no matter what. So I'm just going to let you guys know that there are people that have been there and have been here buying. And then there are people that have been here but have not been buying, supposedly, which I don't believe Peter Schiff in the slightest. I do find it very interesting at the way Michael Saylor really words things. And I get a lot of humor from Michael Saylor. And especially this interview from the other day where he describes what it means when somebody, or what to call somebody, when they store their value in fiat. Let's hear.
Want to sell it eventually.
Estate because they expect
because they want to sell it eventually, Michael. I mean, let's be honest. Most of the people who are, yes, sure, some people pass it on to their children, but like most of the people who are buying assets at some point want to sell the assets at a profit. So let me say it a different way.
Okay. People that use fiat currency as a store of value, there's a name for them. We call them poor. Okay. Anybody that's rich in the real estate because they expect
Michael Saylor's nuts. I love that. He said people who use fiat currency as a store of value, there's a name for them. We call them poor. Like that is such a crypto bro thing to say. Ladies, please look at this. Like, we gotta watch it again. Like, it's gotta be replayed. Go, Michael, go, kill it.
Want to sell it eventually, Michael. I mean, let's be honest. Most of the people who are, yes, sure, some people pass it on to their children, but like most of the people who are buying assets at some point want to sell the assets at a profit. So
let me say it a different way.
Okay.
People that use fiat currency as a store of value, there's a name for them. We call them poor. Okay.
Look at her face. She's like, that was good. That was so good. What a savage, dude. What a savage. I mean, listen, it's unfortunate, but the way it's going now is that people have been working their whole lives to accumulate the wealth that they have now in fiat currency, only for it to have been diminished in value by at least half over the last 4 years, maybe even more. So it's just ridiculous the way people's savings are just going out of style. Like, what's something that went out of style? Like silly bands in elementary school, if you guys remember those. The little animal-shaped rubber bands, they were in, they were out real quick. And, you know, I think, obviously, fiat currency is battling the United States dollar, especially, where even Donald Trump said the other day that there's de-dollarization, and we all have to be aware of other countries ditching the dollar, our own discrepancies here in the United States with inflation, and how we don't get to choose anything. And that goes for anyone around the world. We don't get to choose when they print money and how they control the system that we're in, unfortunately. But that's why we're in Bitcoin. That's why we're in crypto. And that's why Bitcoin is showing with its price action that we're up year to date, literally 190% with Bitcoin. It's showing that the revolution is working and that people are valuing Bitcoin more than their fiat currencies, as all around the world, before the US, multiple countries were hitting all-time highs with Bitcoin in their currencies as well. So Bitcoin is pumping up. Now I'm going to get into the news, the breaking news of this morning, where there has been a little bit of early findings with a case. And what case? Am I talking about, Joseph? VVS. Hello. Everybody, what case am I talking about? What case did we have some early findings with this morning? It's none other than the Craig Wright case, where Craig Wright is saying, and to this day is claiming, that he is Satoshi Nakamoto. Now, BitMEX research is a really great thread to follow, following the COPA versus Craig Wright case. And if you look, the judge says some fire. Take a look. So first, it starts off here where they're talking about, obviously, the case. You keep scrolling down. The judge arrives. Keep going, keep going, keep going. And obviously, Craig Wright has been battling viciously to defend himself as Satoshi Nakamoto. This, I obviously would love to read all of it, but we're gonna kind of go to the zesty part, which is the last piece of it, saying, from the judge, I will prepare a fairly long judgment. I have reached conclusions. The evidence is overwhelming. Craig Wright is not the author of the white paper. He's not Satoshi. He's not the creator of Bitcoin, and did not author the Bitcoin software. As for the full ruling, it will be ready when it is ready. So now, in the court's eyes, they are saying that they do not see Craig Wright as Satoshi. Now, do you guys agree that Craig Wright may not be Satoshi? Put a 1 or a yes emoji if he is not Satoshi. We'll put a no, that Craig is facing an injustice here. So 1 for yes, he's Satoshi, and 2 for no, he's not Satoshi. He's craziness. He's craziness. Let me know what you guys think about Craig Wright in the chat. I don't know. I see a lot of mixed reviews here, but these are the early findings, and something that, of course, Craig Wright has been fighting for, that saying he's Satoshi, that he wrote the Bitcoin white paper and all of these things, yet he is found in court to not be Satoshi. No Satoshi. No Satoshi. We're going to move on. Hopefully I could get him on the show to expand on his thoughts on everything. We're going to keep going. And I know, things are going to get spicy right now. And I'm going to tell you to buckle up, kids. Buckle up. But get these fire emojis out here. We need fire emojis from my membershippery. Membershippery fire emojis. Put them out there. Throw the love. Baby, put your hearts up. Yeah. All right. Guys, we need 9 more subscribers. Let's pump it. 9 more. Pump it up. Pump it up. You got to pump it up. Here we go, as Bitcoin just fell below 72K. No, Bitcoin, no. No. Let's talk about, hold on, we're going to get the sound, because it's the sound.
China. China, 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 China.
Hi, Tommy John. Thank you for the heart me. I appreciate it. We're going to talk about China. We're going to talk about Hong Kong. How we were talking about the other day how Hong Kong is putting out their new CBDC pilots. It's their second round for the Hong Kong digital dollar, which, of course, they've been planning for years in collaboration with big people like the Bank for International Settlements, which is one group of unelected bureaucrats, central bankers that control 95% of the world's economy and consists of countries like Hong Kong or like China region, China, Italy, the United States, and everybody in between. Supposedly, all these people do not politically align, but they align on one thing, which is central bank digital currencies. And don't think that it's not happening in the United States as well, because of course it is. And people are blind to the fact that despite them saying it's not happening, it absolutely is. And I'll show you that in a moment. First, Hong Kong with their phase 2 of the CBDC pilot. The Hong Kong Monetary Authority, the HKMA, launched phase 2 of its e-Hong Kong dollar pilot program and urged industry participants to apply and submit potential use cases for its CBDC. On March 14th, today, they announced that it started the second phase of the EHKD pilot to explore the potential of a digital Hong Kong dollar. This includes diving deeper into the key areas of the first phase where they could provide value. They have programmability, tokenization, and atomic settlement. Furthermore, they said it will also be able to attempt new use cases as well. They urged market participants to apply, giving them until May 17th to submit their applications. The HKMA estimates that the second phase will last until mid-2025, which we already know. If it's in a phase and they're telling you publicly, it's already done. It's been done for years. They've been experimenting since at least 2017. We know that for a fact. Yet they're still saying that they launched their project in 2021 for the CBDC, which we know it's been proof of concept since 2017. And there it says that they have been conducting it to understand potential applications. They say they put it out in 2021. It was launched in 2021, but no, it's been going since 2017, and they're lying to you. And the most interesting thing I see in this article is who's working with China. And why have I been hating on this one payment processor? And all of them, really, because they're doing the same thing. It's Visa. Visa, November 1st, completed its Hong Kong dollar pilot test with local banks HSBC and Hang Seng Bank, included tokenization of deposits. Visa. What does Visa want to do? They want to work with MetaMask. And this is why I tell you guys about connecting the dots and knowing what's actually happening with all of these people. Everyone's like, oh, Visa, MasterCard, they're so amazing. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Because what they want to do is trap you into CBDCs. And if they're working with Hong Kong, that blatantly shows you what team they're on. Secondly, we already know for over a year now that they've been working, Visa, with Consensus, the parent company of MetaMask. So what they're doing there is account abstraction. So they give you your account, and you have to connect your private keys to it. So they can do automated transactions, bridge you into CBDCs, all for the sake of you being able to recover your account, because they don't think you're smart enough. Guys, they don't think you're capable of being able to be your own bank. That's what they're telling you. They're telling you that you are not capable. You are not smart. We are weak. That's what they're telling us by creating all of these things, because they think we're going to fall into their trap, which we're not. And the most funny thing about it is if you look at the New York Fed, right, and what they were doing, the New York Fed, with their WCBDC, wholesale CBDC pilot that was happening in November of 2022, it sounds a lot like what we just read in this article about Hong Kong. Why? Faster payments, atomic settlement, and safer and accessible transactions, quote unquote safe, when it's not safe, that these people can control your entire life. But that's just what we read in this article. Programmability, tokenization, atomic settlement. That's what it's all about. It's about their pockets. It's about controlling you. And all these countries, again, that say they don't politically align, do align quite well. when we know that Jerome Powell last year, we caught him in the act. We caught where they were talking about CBDCs, Jerome Powell, on top of when I found out in the same hearing that we're going to play this clip from about Project Hamilton, which was the Federal Reserve Bank of Boston and MIT collaborating for a full-on CBDC pilot project where they know how many transactions could go through, that we know the central bank is going to be that trusted transaction processor. No, absolutely not. And is there any congressional approval on any of these pilot programs? Not one. Here's Jerome Powell a year ago.
Engage the Federal Reserve as their fiscal agent. You've testified here many times before that to issue a central bank digital currency, that would have to be authorized by statute by Congress. Is that still your testimony?
That is absolutely the case as it relates to a retail CBDC. There are potential forms of a wholesale CBDC that we need to look at. It's less clear, but we've always been talking about retail CBDC, and that's something we would certainly need congressional approval for.
And what would be a parameter on something that's not a retail CBDC where you think that could be issued in some form or fashion without Congress's direct statutory authorization?
It would be, for example, it would just be something between banks, so it would look an awful lot like a bank reserve. And you might ask, well, why would we need it? And that's a really good question too.
Yeah.
But it's just something that's literally within a wholesale market.
But that speaks that you might have a blockchain between banks and the Fed using a central bank digital currency token to settle transactions institutionally inside the yeah. So that leads me to FedNow, which is supposed to be up and running, I think.
So there you go. The wholesale CBDC, retail CBDC, it's always been on their mind. And again, this video is over a year old already. Tom Emmer posted yesterday, if you don't think the Fed is pursuing a CBDC, think again. He said, the Fed gave this to my staff during a presentation earlier this Congress. They view a CBDC as one of their key duties. Currency, check collection, automated clearinghouse, wholesale payments, fiscal agent of the U.S. government, FedNow, and central bank digital currencies. Guys, the CBDC is already planned in America, and I really don't understand how a lot of people think this isn't going to happen when they're going to force the CBDC on you. That's what they want. They want to control your life. All these pilot programs that we've been following for years now, nobody has been listening to because nobody wants to actually believe that they're going to take over your life. Who's to say that one day, because we know it's already possible for them to do this, 2021, we saw the whole interbanking system shut down. It doesn't matter what you were doing or where you were transferring money in the country or out, it was not going to happen. So that was like the flip of a switch where all of a sudden you could not move your money. Now you have the CBDC that's going to take everything from you. And one day, what if they shut down the whole system again and say it's not coming back? And now you have to put your money from your bank account into this new wallet called a digital dollar wallet. What are you going to do then? What are you going to do when they force you into a CBDC? Where you're not going to be able to transact when you want and how you want. We know China already has that integrated, that you need to scan your face and open your mouth and do all these weird things to be able to transact and buy anything. That if you don't have the right social credit score, your digital money will not work. They will geofence you. And why do you think 5G is out? Because they're going to use 5G for the CBDCs. Let's get real. And we need Tom Emmer and all these people to keep fighting for us and make sure the CBDC Anti-Surveillance State Act passes. That we have the Digital Dollar Pilot Prevention Act that passes when they already had these digital dollar pilots without getting any approval for it. Why and when did we stop living in America? When did America switch sides? When did America decide that we are no longer going to be the leading cutting-edge country that leads the freedom revolution and instead be the country that holds innovation back and promotes something that our worst enemies and people that are representative of the worst and tyrannical governments are promoting and using? Why? We need to do more. We need to fight. We need to go to Congress. We need to go to Washington, D.C. We need to let these people know that we are not going to stand for this. We have to let the current regime know that we are not going to let them keep bullying us. Regulation by enforcement, holding back crypto, because this is the plan. Hold back crypto, hold back Bitcoin until they're ready for their CBDC. That's what's happening. The United States, the country of freedom, capitalism, democracy, is doing the same thing and using the same tools as the CCP. So what does that make us? Really? What does that make us? I know it makes people in the Bitcoin community angry, like it makes me angry. And I know that I will keep fighting this fight. And that Bitcoin is not something that represents freedom for people in America. It represents the entire world. It represents people that it doesn't matter where you're from, what socioeconomic status you have, your religion, your color. It doesn't matter anything about you because there's no prejudice here. You're able to transact anywhere with anyone in the world, 24/7, 365, peer-to-peer with no intermediaries. Not this FedNow, where FedNow is using actual things like HBAR, a Fed coin now HBAR. Guys, there is no requirement for distributed ledger technology. They do not identify Bitcoin as money because the only money that they like is their own central bank money. And with the central bank digital currency in the United States, they will issue it directly from the central bank to you. And that means you will have no rights, no freedom, and no financial ability to do anything. So I'm just letting you guys know, it is coming. It is here. And they are ready to roll it out. I don't care what anybody says. If they had the pilot programs, boy, you know it's already done. You already know it's done. What a joke. What a joke. And you know what? It's all because these people are completely corrupt and they get paid to keep pushing back crypto instead of promoting it, and they get to promote CBDCs that obviously benefit them and don't benefit anybody else but them. Gosh forbid we had some transparency, right? A blockchain that you see every single transaction that's out there. They don't want you to know what they're doing. They'll never want you to know what they're doing because then they'll lose the power. Bring the power back to the people. Now, I'm not done on this wave because we also have the whole topic of tokenization, where obviously tokenization is something that we've seen in crypto already. We have NFTs, we have real decentralized ecosystems here, except that people like BlackRock and the BIS, again, the BIS, Bank for International Settlements, a group of central bankers that are unelected, and they make decisions for everybody in this world, unfortunately. Now, they're talking about tokenization, where obviously they're going to have private ledgers, where only the banks are going to be able to communicate with each other. We're going to have no way to have access to this ecosystem at all, never mind being able to have any sort of transparency as to where money goes. And the BIS, they keep coming after DeFi and saying that it's not really decentralized, yet they're experimenting with DeFi. They're saying DeFi borrower behavior key to gouging tokenization risks. So now the BIS is studying and has been experimenting with DeFi because what's the whole thing that we see here in crypto? And what have I been saying since I started minting NFTs in 2020? I said that we're the little people that do all of the groundwork for these elites and all these other people to step in and take the technology and use it for themselves and use what we already did as a testing ground. We're the guinea pigs. But again, we're going to steer it in the right direction, whereas these people are not. The behaviors of borrowers in the DeFi space and market dynamics are important for considerations when designing and managing platforms involving tokenized assets. So there you already have the first line of this whole freaking article is about how the BIS watches us, watches what we do, and uses it for themselves so they could build their own platforms. That's the whole thing. That's the whole thing. So did this one person or a group of people from the BIS that were experimenting with DeFi, did they report what money they made? Did they make any money? Did they say what platforms they were using? No, they did not, because they'll never tell you the truth, and they'll never tell you that maybe DeFi has helped them, because clearly it has. That, again, we laid out the groundwork. We did all the building for them to just come in, play around with our tech, and then use it for themselves. So just so you guys know, it's absolutely disgusting, and especially when they're talking about the BIS and how they want to have better cross-border payments. That's only to benefit them, because you know the central bankers themselves are not going to issue these CBDCs to everybody and then apply the same rules to themselves. They're going to keep flying their private jets. No carbon credits for them, no social credit scores for them, because they're at the top. They create the system, so they don't have to abide by the rules that us little people have to abide by. Again, fight the system. DeFi, that's where we're going to stay. And we're not going to go into these rabbit holes of all this tyranny and darkness that these programs that they're building will bring you. It is not crypto. It is not something that we want to touch, because it has none of our values and none of the transparency and none of the accessibility that we have with the current DeFi system we do have. And they're building DeFi. DeFi is being built at such a rapid pace that they cannot keep up with it, which is why they cheat, which is why they use our information for them, instead of building something new themselves, because they can't do it. They know that they can't do it. And all they do is piggyback off of other people. That's why we're here, though. We are going to continue to educate. We will always continue to educate on why we're here, because Bitcoin has that finite supply of 21 million. Because we don't know how much fiat is out there between the physical printing and the digital printing, which nobody talks about. The halving schedule every 4 years, which is about 30 days away now. That we have the ability to transact censorship resistantly, peer-to-peer, throughout the entire world, and actually own something. They can't take this away from you. As much as they try to make you think that they can and try to come up with little convenient ways to use some fake blockchain that's not even real, we're not going to do that. We know what's real, we know what's ours, and we know what we're in control of, and that's why we're here, is to be in control. And they don't think we can do it. But we are, and we're already doing it. Look at Bitcoin the past 15 years. It's only $72,000. When 98% of the world has yet to discover Bitcoin. Guys, we're so early. Bitcoin has changed the world so much. These people have no idea what's coming for them. No idea. And once you bring the money and the power back to the people, that's when you see big changes. And I'm telling you, you're going to see those changes this year, 2024, the year of truth. I'm telling you. Smash the likes, guys. Smash the frickin' likes. Subscribe to the channel. Share the video. We have 8 more subscribers until we hit our goal, which is 15,780 subs. So let's get that 8 more. All day, every day is a holiday. Live your life 24/7. I love Big Time Rush. I don't know if any of you, I think, like, there's some Gen Z in this chat. Maybe they know about Big Time Rush. But I love Big Time Rush. Shout out to the chat, everybody here. We have 104 likes. Let's get those 125. Let's get that 125. Okay. Live your life 24/7. All right. Let's get it. Let's get it, get it, get it, get it, get it. Because unfortunately... Oh my gosh, man. I find it so funny because a lot of these people talk about institutions, and all these people talk about institutions, right? My friend, thank you for the heart me. Thank you for all the likes over there on TikTok. I appreciate it. But here's the thing. All these people, all these companies, they want to solve this whole issue. What? This whole issue, and it confuses me a little bit, because they're like, we need to improve cross-border payments. Hello, institutions. Hello, companies, payment processors, and the BIS and all these governments. We already have a solution, honey buns, and it's called Bitcoin. It's called cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, Litecoin, and Ethereum that are easily able to transact peer-to-peer cross-border 24/7, 365 without your intermediary garbage. So that is what all these companies are just trying to figure out, this mystery on how to solve this cross-border payments when we already have a solution. Fireblocks and Zodia Markets are partnering to improve this situation, this problem that's already solved. Fireblocks, a platform offering infrastructure for moving, storing, and issuing digital assets, partnered with the UK-based institutional crypto exchange Zodia Markets in a bid to improve corporate cross-border payments. The collaboration will allow corporations to transfer funds faster throughout the use of stablecoins rather than traditional fiat currency methods. It will use Zodia's digital asset versus traditional foreign exchange execution and Fireblocks' platform for peer-to-peer stablecoin payments. Again, this is only peer-to-peer for the rich people and for the institutions. For some time now, we've witnessed a growth in adoption amongst our network to use stablecoins as a near instant and cost-effective way to transfer value. As a global enterprise, the expansion to non-USD on off-ramps is also the rise, which makes this collaboration with Zodia not just a unique value proposition, but marks the beginning of bringing FX on-chain. Zodia is backed by Standard Chartered and one of the largest institutions in the world, which shows you that, again, the largest banks, the largest institutions, they make these little smaller companies, they invest in all these other smaller companies, but they still have their hands in the game. Stablecoins, of course they like stablecoins. They're controllable. But what kind of stablecoins? What stablecoin specifically? Will this be something that's on a new blockchain or an existing one? Will there be transparency? These are all the real questions that you need to ask. Peer-to-peer, only for them, not for retail. Know it, and realize it, that the institutions and the rich people are always going to put themselves first, and retail will always be last because they want themselves to make the money before you. The rich get richer, and we don't. Which is why we do our own research, and this is why we're here. So we understand what's going on, what these people are doing, and how we could get ahead of the game. Boggles my mind too, my friends. I'm not going to lie. Boggles my mind when I hear about the corruption in this world. Very much a lot of corruption. And it includes Nigeria, which we already know the whole spiel with Nigeria, but I know there are new people that watch every day, so I'm going to give the little spiel again, which is that Nigeria is completely tyrannical in the point that they started to ban cryptocurrency. Shortly after that, they introduced their e-Naira, their CBDC. People rioted at the bank, said, no, we don't want. They then came out with a stablecoin, still not working. People want their money back, and they want money that belongs to them, and that's not being devalued like the Naira is. What people started to do is trade on platforms like Binance. Peer-to-peer trading is soaring in Nigeria as they're cracking down on exchanges like Binance. Earlier in February, there were 2 Binance executives, one U.S. citizen, one from the UK, that flew into Nigeria to settle disputes with the government. The government said that there was $26 billion of untraceable funds that went through Binance, which, again, they never said which cryptocurrencies were used and what bad actors were using this platform. On top of that, they said that they wanted a $10 billion fine from Binance. These 2 executives went to go hash it out. They show up, have a meeting, go back to their hotel. The government says, pack it up, kids. We're out of here. You're going to a guest house. They have been detained against their will ever since then, and it seems that they're going to remain in Nigerian custody. So 2 senior Binance executives are remaining detained in Nigeria at least through March 20th when they have their hearing. One is, again, an American citizen and a dual UK Kenyan national that is associated with this too. So again, one American, one dual UK Kenyan national. February 26th, they arrived. Neither of them have been charged with any crimes, and they also have blamed Binance for the crashing of the Naira, which, again, it's all the government's fault. I don't know how a crypto exchange has anything to do with your currency to begin with. According to the Wall Street Journal, one of their wives, a Nigerian court approved a 2-week detention on February 28th, pending an investigation 2 days after they were placed in the first detention. And a spokesperson for Nigeria's national security advisor told Bloomberg their detentions were not necessarily an arrest, but called it a national security issue for the country. You're telling me these two nerds from Binance are posing a national security threat to your country because they're a part of a crypto exchange? And they're talking about internet money? They're a national threat to your security? And you're blaming a crypto exchange, a business, for the Naira collapsing? That's like blaming Hershey's, the chocolate bar company, for America being fat. It's not their fault people are fat. It's not their fault that people are eating a bunch of chocolates. It's the same thing with Binance. How could you blame Binance for your own currency that's been devaluing for years? The math does not math. It is a full bro moment. Full bro moment. None of this makes sense, and it shows corruption and how our own United States Embassy is not fighting for somebody that is a citizen of our country that's being wrongly held against their will by another government. I don't know. It just shows how crazy this world is. Binance put out their own statement. And saying, in light of recent events, we would like to showcase our dedication to promoting the responsible growth of crypto in Nigeria with some facts and numbers. We'll continue to work with the Nigerian authorities. They are professionals with the highest integrity, and we will provide them and their families with the support they can, talking about the two people that have been held against their freaking will in Nigeria. Like, come on, man. Like, that is ridiculous. That's beyond ridiculous.
Bruh.
Freaking sheesh. Hi, Trade Intuition. Nice to see you. Naren. Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Hershey's. I know. It was a weird analogy, but I needed to use it. There had to be something, you know? There had to be something. We're going to stay in the international waters for a moment because Crypto.com is appealing a $3.1 million fine by a Dutch regulator. They're saying they were operating without registration in the country. Right here, we see they were hit with a 2.85 million euro fine, which is over 3 million US last October by the Dutch central bank. And they said that they applied a penalty for around 2 years before the platform registered with the regulator. They had to register with the DNB, the Dutch central bank, and the Dutch Anti-Money Laundering and Anti-Terrorist Financing Act in order to operate in the country. And the regulator said they increased their fine that's usually at 2 million euros. And it's due to the severity and degree of culpability of the non-compliance. Obviously, Crypto.com is saying that obviously this shouldn't be an issue. They're going to appeal it. But that's a fat fine right there, 3.1 milli. That's a lot of beans right there for saying that they didn't do anything wrong. And again, how can all these countries come after these exchanges that they didn't do anything wrong to begin with? There were no regulations, and now that you want to come after them, you're able to fine them? It's just not fair. It's not fair. I'm going to say for sure. I like chocolate too, JD. I like chocolate too. But you know what? The analogy needed to acknowledge. All right, let's keep going. We're going to talk about our own country and things. We're going to talk about our own country and things with the SEC. Obviously, we know the Gemini and Genesis motion. They wanted to dismiss the case, and the judge obviously ruled against it due to their earned product because they said that this was an offered and sold unregistered security via the Gemini Earn program. What a mess, dude. What a mess. A New York judge ruled that the SEC case against the crypto lender Genesis and crypto exchange Gemini would be allowed to move forward, denying the two defendants' motions to dismiss it in a Wednesday court filing. We see the judge found that the regulatory agency's complaint plausibly alleges the two firms violated securities laws, allegedly offering and selling unregistered securities to retail investors through the Gemini Earn program. The motion to dismiss generally has to accept the plaintiff's facts as true and doesn't indicate how the court might ultimately rule on the SEC's allegations on whether the Earn program violated securities laws, where we know they had 8% interest on it, so people were earning a fat bag on there. However, people are saying that this is not good. Obviously, it's not great. It's more FUD for the space, but Gemini announced that they're going to pay back 100% of the people that use the Earn program, and they even threw in a bunch of their own money into it. So I don't think it's necessarily bad. I think obviously the earn program, paying the people back is amazing, but this case is just absolutely ridiculous with the way it's going and how can you prove something is not a security? That's like saying like the bank shouldn't be able to offer interest to people. How is that fair? But should they have the backing to do that? Should they have the liquidity to do that? Absolutely. So I would agree with the liquidity end of things. Oh, hello, Super. Thank you for all the roses. Shout out to you. Securities laws are violating justice. Low key, yeah, low key. There's no real reasons for any of these cases to go on. They just make the cases, they put them out there and just hold people accountable for something that there were no rules about. So it's again, the math, bruh, not math. What we are seeing though, in this little space that we call Bitcoin and crypto, that we got meme coins out here. We got the meme coinery. And Franklin Templeton is out here doing things. And they're talking about meme coins and the value between meme coins and their underlying native networks, where they're saying that meme coins are actually bringing more love, zest, transactions, volumes, and pretty much everything to the blockchains. Shout out to Scott Wallace for subscribing to the channel. Within this tweet they put out, they were talking about Dogecoin, that it was popularized by Elon Musk, that it's sitting at a very lofty market cap, and that a lot of new meme coins have launched since then. They talked about Solana-based Bonk, and that the daily active user addresses were up 75% quarter over quarter after Bonk was launched. So yeah, I think that's definitely true. I would agree with them on this, that a lot of blockchains are seeing a lot of transactions, volumes, and zest because people are trading these coins and moving them around. One blockchain that I know that specifically applies to is Dogecoin. Where Dogecoin, we see a lot of people going to Dogecoin when fees are high with Bitcoin and ETH, along with Litecoin. Litecoin and Dogecoin are merged mined. They're like little bros helping each other out in life. Elon Musk making some comments about Dogecoin as Dogecoin soared to 17 cents, hit a high today of just over 19 cents. Elon Musk talked about Dogecoin, and I believed that Elon Musk already accepted Dogecoin for Tesla payments. However, he spoke about it once again, and that he thinks maybe he should enable it.
When can you buy a Tesla with Dogecoin? Well, at some point, I think we should enable that. You can buy Tesla Mocha with Doge, which is cool. So Dogecoin to the moon. In fact, a lot of people maybe don't know the reason that I actually ended up sort of, somewhat endorsing Dogecoin was when I was walking around the factory at Tesla. Some people who were just, they were working the line, like not rich people or anything, and they said, "Can you please support Doge?" And then also, I was at SpaceX and also just, walking the factory, and some regular guys just said, "Hey, can you support Doge?" And I was like, you know what? Doge is the people's crypto, so I will support it. Because lots of rich people were supporting Bitcoin, but I was like, but the people in the line want me to support Doge, I will support Doge. So, Doge is for you.
So there you have it. Elon did accept Dogecoin for merch, but not for the vehicles. He said he might enable that soon, and he's saying that basically Doge is the currency of the people. This took place in Giga Berlin, so very interesting that he said that outside of the country, one, and two, that he wants to accept it for the cars themselves instead of just the merch. It's probably worth it, another way for people to pay. I think it doesn't hurt or benefit. I don't think it hurts Tesla. Well, I think it could only benefit, especially if they keep that value in Dogecoin, and Dogecoin ends up mooning. Good for Elon, good for Tesla. Tesla is doing pretty decent. If you guys want to take a look. If you guys look at Tesla, the thing with Tesla is that it's the most shorted stock in history, where it started to go on a little bit of a run in November, right? Hit that 260, came right back down. And I think there's a lot of manipulation that happens with Tesla as we approach maybe that 150. Tesla has gotten hit with a lot of stuff. It's the most shorted stock in history. So there's a lot of manipulation against Elon Musk. They don't like what he says. They don't like him, really. And he is a contrarian, so you can't blame him for being one. However, Tesla stock is suffering, has been doing, I think it's relatively doing all right based on the run up and the retrace. And Dogecoin is doing absolutely great too at around 18 cents at this moment, where only a few months ago, we were sitting there in October looking at 6-cent Dogecoin. So we're doing really well with Dogecoin, almost a nice 3x in the past few months. So lucky us, lucky us. Do you guys think Elon will accept Dogecoin soon? Put a 1 or a yes emoji. Or put a 2 and a no emoji. Let me know. All right. Let's go into the recap. Baby, it's a recap. Baby, it's a sound check. I'm gonna check this sweet mic. Why don't you check yours too? Oh, that's beautiful.
Why don't you like and subscribe and share this video?
I love that song.
Bing bong.
Guys, 4 more subscribers. Let's do it.
Pump it up. You got to pump it up.
Market recap. Let's get it. We have WIF. That's up 42%. Beastly, Bonk, Rippin', Solana going. Pepe still going. Obviously, we were talking about Doge is up quite a nice amount today. We'll take a closer look at it in just a moment. Firstly, Bitcoin. We hit that new high today of around 73.8 was around our little high for today. Seems as though we're just kind of consolidating. And again, if we retrace, that's fine. The other day when we did retrace, we had that red candle. We went back down to our all-time highs of 2021, which was pretty interesting, which was around just a hair over 69K. We're around $71,830 right now, down almost 2%. This red dot still taking us over, sliding down this momentum. Money flow isn't as zesty as it was, but still good. And that VWAP just sliding downwards, which I'm not a fan of at all. The RSI is cooling off, which honestly we needed, and we called for that. A little bit of a cool off. She needs to relax. Bitcoin needs to relax. She needs to like take her, TLC, tender loving care. You know what I mean? We have Ethereum. Ethereum, again, just had its upgrade, and we see the median transactions on L2 declined as much as 99% after the upgrade. Seems as though maybe it wasn't exactly a buy the rumor, sell the news, because technically we ended in the green yesterday by just a little bit. Not as high as the open from the day before of around $4,069. However, we did break below our 39, was this 39.50 right here, and just slipping just a little bit below $3,900. The level that I'm looking at below is 35.44, but hopefully I would like to maintain 39.50, close above 3,900. That's where the more heart is warm and fuzzy, especially because 39.50 was the beginning of the golden zone. Litecoin, the freaking right coin. Everybody loves Litecoin. July 24th to the 25th in Nashville, Tennessee. Only $84 a ticket. Make sure you guys tune in and hang out. It will be online and in real life, but we like the IRL stuffs, $93.93, down around 3.5% today. A fresh red dot was just printed on Litecoin, bringing that VWAP down, the momentum shooting down, and that RSI just not a complete flush. I'm not going to play the complete sound, but it definitely was like a little. Oh, hello, Simpsons. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. We were overbought, breached that line again, cooling off, which is fine. $97, we closed just about there, could not really hold it, ended up slightly in the red yesterday. We're trending towards that 91.67 again. I hope that's not the case, but that is the level we're watching. And then bullishly, I would like to go back to 97 and eventually back to $100. But Litecoin's doing relatively good. Oh, Doge. So just over 17.5 cents, just below 18. We know that the red dot is pulling that momentum down. VWAP is trying to boost herself back up. We're at 5%. The money flow is definitely roaring right now, which is good. We like money flow. We were cooling off with the RSI. Seems like we're heading back to that oversold region. So I would just, overbought region. I would look at this 19 cents try to tackle that again, because it was a major rejection point in the past in 2021. And when we held this 19 cents, we went straight to that 23. Again, no guarantees, just what the past is telling us. Any other chartery requests? Do we have chartery requests? If not, it's cool, you know? Soul of Hefe said, glad I bought Litecoin at the June lows. Good for you. All right. Give me one minute. Oh, Boo Man.
You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome.
Thank you for channeling positive vibes in crypto.
Marina, love for you, Boo Man. Thank you so much for the $10. I think this was our first super chat of the whole stream. It was. Thank you very much. I appreciate that, Boo Man. Guys, we have 200 votes in that poll. Let's see those same numbers in the likery. Smash these likes. Pump it up.
Pump it up. You got to pump it up.
All right, I see a request for Dot in the chat, and we were just talking about this $11. What was this? Was it 11.80? And now we're tackling that level earlier. Hold on, TikTok. What are you doing? TikTok is crazy. It's like they put a timer on my live, and they're like, if you don't answer this CAPTCHA right this second, we're never letting you on again. Like, come on, TikTok. Chill out, dude. Freaking chill out. But back into the dottery. We have $11.41. We're up just slightly. Oh, now down slightly, 0.09% in the red. $11.37 now. Just make a little bit of a move. We do have a fresh green dot. We're going to see if it stays. The VWAP is moving up. Money flow is moving up. RSI is moving up. So I'm seeing some zest here. But it seems as though we're having a battle with this volume. Ideally, you want to look at $11 and hold it. Bullishly, we were testing that $11.77, so I would like to keep testing it, see what happens there. And then above that, the level I'd be watching is $14.50. I saw M2 wanted some flux. All right. So, again, Flux doesn't have, like, the most history here. I only have since 2021. So, again, I'm going to do my best for you, M2, because you're the best. Because M2 is the frickin' best. All right. Okay. So, what we're looking at here with Flux is $1.29, down 2.5%. Looking right here, we have a green dot that just printed yesterday that moved up the momentum a little bit, but the money flow is flat. The RSI is still going. The VWAP is still going. The RSI is lagging, though. We need more zest. It's overbought for sure, so it could be cooling off, but we want more zest there. I would be looking at, again, this $1.22, maintain it, and then look towards $1.54. We had a wick high today of $1.49, so that's beastly. I would look here because of the sideways trading that went on and how when we established some sort of love here that we did boost to that $2.45. So I would just look at it, keep it in mind. But what a rapid run up, too. A lot of stuff going on, man. A lot of stuff going on today. Good morning, Crypto Outcast, Haven Peck. Nice to see you. Ninja, Oval, Web3 Me. Nice to see you. Took about 3 minutes. Sent you a few dollars in MATIC on X through browser. Whoa. Oh, thank you for the MATICs. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, guys. Wayne C. Oh, guys. Oh, poop. Okay. I did something, guys. I forgot to show it to you at the beginning of the show. I forgot to show it to you. I did things yesterday. As I do things every day. But did things yesterday. What a day yesterday was. Had a meeting, went to the gym, came back, did the hype spaces for 3 hours. Then I baked cookies. I did so much yesterday, man. I did so much yesterday. I almost forgot. Look at this. Here you go, some cookery. You want some cookies? Super, take a cookie. Everyone on TikTok, take a cookie. YouTube, hold on. YouTube and X, wait your turn. Guys, stop it. Stop it, be nice. Be nice. You can't be rushing me for the cookies right now. We need to be nice to each other. TikTok, you go first. There you go. There you go. You got it? You. Okay. Okay, good. All right, YouTube and X, it's now your turn. There you guys go. Take a cookie. Take a cookie. Woo! You guys smell it? You guys smell it? That's crazy. Joe Harvey, is it time for another Randi Hipper cooking show? 1 for yes, 2 for no. Put that in the chat. 1 or yes emoji for another cookie stream where I'm actually baking these. Or put a 2 and a no emoji if you're like, freaking, nah, I don't care about the cookies. Bell Miner said, Oval said I can have his. Oval, you gave up your cookie? Oval, what's going on with you, bro? Why would you do that? Why would you give up your cookie? Can I post a cookie to the UK? I wish it would make it. I wish it would make it. Friggin' Royal Mail, man. Royal Mail. Yeah, that's it. Dave, don't be salty, Dave. Be sweet. Have a cookie. There you go. Let's go. All right, good, beautiful. Oh, Oval said he didn't give up his cookie. That's good. Are they keto? No. I don't even know what consists of keto cookie. But this is all sugar and zest and everything nice. Yay! I know. My sister ate all the chocolate chips. I told her stop eating them. I needed more for the cookies, but she eats them all because she doesn't want a lot of chips in her cookies. Which I made her basically chipless cookies, a whole tray dedicated to her, and like 1 chip in each cookie because she's a psycho. Yeah. So yeah, that was my struggle. Have a cookie, everyone. There you go. There you go. Beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah, they do. They are good. They're very zesty. I actually have some cookie deliveries to go on. Oh, when am I going to do that today? Oh, guys, I don't have enough time in the day. And I actually have to get to something in a little bit. So, guys, I do have to run. Sheesh. Show Emma's cookie. Oh, Emma wants me to show her cookies. So, you know what? I'm going to show Emma's cookies. I'm going to show you guys how bad this is. Hold on. I love that song. It's my favorite song. You want to see? You want to see these cookies? How bad this is. This is so bad. This is Emma's batch. Again, this is not something I condone personally. Please do not. Don't attack me personally for this. This is what Emma's cookies look like. Oh, thank you, Super, for the roses. This is what Emma's cookies look like. They're bare. They're basically naked. They're naked cookies. So yeah, this is Emma and the botchery that she makes me do. She has her little contain just for her. Yeah, this is all Emma's fault. So these are Emma's cookies. I would offer them to you, but I don't think like people like are not gonna take it. People are not gonna take this. Chadwick, a member for 3 months. He said, hello there, Emma cookies are not cool. I agree. I'm getting these out of here, man. I don't want anything to do with these cookies. Yeah, it's not right, guys. It's not right. I agree with you 100%. 100%, it's just not right. So on top of me having to make her cookies that have literally no chips in them, she has the nerve, while I'm baking these things, to just pour some chippies in her hand and start eating them. I'm like, Emma, stop. Stop eating. Like, you could eat, like, other things. And I was like, no, actually, don't eat other things. I'm baking you cookies. So I was like, Emma, stop it. Stop the madness. And then when I go to give cookies to other people, she gets salty because she wants them all. So, you know, it's very much a struggle with Emma because she loves to eat. They're Emma's because nobody wants them. No, I don't want them for sure. We're the raisin cookie dream tanks. I know. It was the debate yesterday. Do I make the oatmeal raisin? Do I make chalky chip? And this is just kind of where I ended up here. But yeah, it is what it is. Emma's very well fed. That's why I was thinking of launching the ETFF, the Emma Tasty Food Fund, because we need the ETFF so we could feed Emma, and the community could feed her too. Never have enough chips. I agree. Well, listen, guys. Just can't. Let's check the subscriber count. Smash the likes, guys. Let's get it. We have how many subscribers? Ooh! 15,778. Can we get 2 more? I think we should do it. Hi, Andrew F. Yeah, I'm gonna eat all the chocolate chips, dude. Oatmeal raisin chocolate chip would not fly in this house. It's either oatmeal raisin or just plain oatmeal. But I could try it out one day. I'll throw a few chips in one. But listen, guys, I do have to run. I appreciate every single one of you guys. To the max. To the freaking max. It's absolutely beautiful to be here with you guys and be a part of this revolution. I do have to run. I have things to take care of. But again, if you haven't yet, make sure you guys smash the like, subscribe to the channel, share this stream out with friends. And one last time, have a cookie. Have a cookie. Shout out to Jose. Guys, one more. Can we get this one last subscriber? Come on, guys. Like, I think we can do it. I think we can do it. I think we can get that subscriber.
Why don't you like and subscribe and share this video?
You guys are awesome. Again, smash these like, subscribe, share this stream out with friends. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you. I'll be here tomorrow morning, 9:45 a.m. Eastern, unless Bitcoin takes off and I'm able to jump on the stream. You guys know I will be here. So thank you guys so much. Have an amazing day. And as always, stay zesty.
Pump it up.